The Forbes Robo Vacuum Cleaner from Eureka Forbes.
Play it your way. Sarah, this is your space.
Play it your way.
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for The Debate.
The Debate at 10.
Presented by Berger Easy Clean.
Powered by Reva University, Quick Heal Secrite, Green Lamb Laminates,
PolicyBazaar.com
and
Cucina.
co-powered by Mankind Pharma and
Nexon EV.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Republic brought you the exclusive investigation, stings and tapes of the Mahadev betting scam. And now we're getting you yet another emerging angle in the story.
Yes, and remember, the Enforcement Directorate has been saying that there is an underworld angle to this whole investigation. The fact that those who were behind the Mahadev app have been connecting, or in fact, working on a business partnership basis with a Pakistani citizen who has underworld links. And that's something which is going to have implications for the larger investigation as well. Let's look at this story and the package, and then we come back to debate.
Republic investigation in Mahadev betting scam has set the agenda. The sting that mentioned alleged role of CMO in scam.
सर आपको लगता है कि मतलब इतना जानकारी ले रहे हैं, सर आपको लगता है कि उसको सब कुछ पता है कि क्या हो रहा है?
देखिए, जैसा मुझे समझ में ये आया कि मैं तो सीएम साहब के काफ़ी लंबी बड़ी बात होती थी, अगर भी हाउस में आते थे तो 3-4 चीज़ मुझे क्लियर हुआ कि हो रहा है ये पता था, इंटेंसिटी इतना ज़्यादा है ये नहीं पता। 2 चीज़ें हैं, एक चीज़ तो है कि कुछ फंडिंग हो सकता है, पॉलिटिकल फंडिंग बाकी स्टेट्स में करनी पड़ी हो, बहुत सारे चुनाव थे।
But the betting scam rot runs deep, and another angle that has now been uncovered is the Dubai angle. As our sting cameras rolled, main accused Saurabh Chandrakar's key aide reveals how the entire betting empire was established in Dubai.
तो मैम ये डायरेक्टली दुबई नहीं किया, ये डायरेक्ट ये नहीं किया, पहले पूरा चीज को समझा। मैम माइंडेड बहुत है, तो मैम इसके ये जब स्टार्ट किया ना मैम प्लेटफॉर्म को, तो डायरेक्ट दुबई से ये जो दुबई से उसको डायरेक्ट जो कार जोड़ रहे हैं ना, इसका डायरेक्ट दुबई से, ये पहले इंडिया से काम शुरू किया था। मैम ये सॉफ्टवेयर आप भी बनवा सकते हैं, ये चीज़ मतलब ये बहुत बड़े पैमाने पे काम हो गया है। और इसका मतलब आज से मतलब 2024 लास्ट तक इसका कहना है कि मैं पाब्लो एस्कोबार से भी बहुत ऊंचा जाऊंगा, मतलब वर्ल्ड के ब्लैक मार्केट में मेरा टॉप क्लास में नाम रहेगा मेरा। मैं मतलब ना जब मैं दुबई में था ना, तो विला में आया था, तो ड्रिंक नहीं वो मैम वो कहीं नहीं जाता था। अच्छा, वो सिर्फ चुनिंदा लोग से बस मिलता था। अच्छा, जो हाई क्लास के जो उनके पार्टनर लोग थे ना मैम, शेख वेख लोग से उनको बाद में सपोर्ट की, ये बात सही है। और ये इसका जो क्रूज वगैरह है मैम, वाकई में इसका क्रूज उस समय था 2021 में 400 करोड़ का क्रूज लिया था मैम इसने। मेरे को हितेश पंजवानी ने भेजा था। मैम हम लोग पूरा पैनल ऑपरेट करते थे, मतलब हमको एक ब्रांच दे दिया जाता था। तो ब्रांच में मतलब एक लीडर होता था, वो पूरा मतलब हम लोग उस पूरी टीम को ऑपरेट करके चलते थे।
कितना टाइम रहोगे सौरभ तुम दुबई में?
मैम मैं था करीबन 4.5 महीना था।
Saurabh Chandrakar's aide claims he too visited Dubai and witnessed the operations firsthand.
अभी सेकंड टाइम में मैं अभी पकड़ा गया था, मैं अभी जेल में था।
कब की बात?
अभी मैं अभी 11 सितंबर को मैं छूटा मैं। अच्छा। हाँ, जुलाई अगस्त और समझ लीजिए सितंबर में जेल में था मैं क्या हुआ था मैम, मैं जब सेकंड टाइम जब गया था ना, तो मैं सेकंड टाइम जब मेरे को बुलाए थे, तो मैं वहाँ पहले मैं दुबई गया, दुबई से श्रीलंका गया। अच्छा। मैम क्या है ना, दुबई में काम दूसरी जगह इसलिए शिफ्ट कर रहे हैं क्योंकि वीजा का बहुत दिक्कत हो रहा है वहाँ पे दुबई में। हाँ दुबई, पहले क्या रहता था, आप वहाँ बैठे बैठे वीजा को बढ़वा लेते थे। ओके। अभी ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है। अभी मतलब उन लोग आस पास के किसी कंट्री में भेजते हैं वीजा बढ़वाने के लिए। मैम दुबई एक्चुअली मैं गया 2 बार। 2 बार? हाँ 2 बार दुबई। पहली बार तो 2021 में गए? हाँ 2021 में। दूसरी बार अभी इसी साल में गया। आज 3 साल में अभी तक कम से कम 60 से 70 हजार करोड़ का व्यापार हो चुका है दुबई में। इसकी बहुत सारी मतलब बिजनेस इसका बहुत सारा है दुबई में। इसका सबसे मेन काम है दुबई में गोल्ड का काम है, हवाला का काम है, और जो गोल्ड जो तस्करी होती है दुबई से कलकत्ता के रास्ते जो आती है उसका इसका बहुत बड़ा काम है इसका वहाँ पे। इसका अफ्रीका से अच्छा कनेक्शन है गोल्ड का, लेकिन अफ्रीका से इसका बहुत तगड़ा कनेक्शन है। अच्छा। हाँ अफ्रीका की कोई गवर्नमेंट से इसका बहुत अच्छा लिंकअप है इसका।
So is there an underworld angle in the biggest betting scam? Mahadev App Insider is alleging Dawood link.
पाकिस्तान से इनका जो लिंक बोल रहे हैं मैम है, दाऊद से इनका कनेक्शन है, नो डाउट है इनका, क्योंकि मैम बिना दाऊद के सपोर्ट के इन लोग काम इतना बड़ा काम नहीं कर पाएंगे। दाऊद को जो हर महीने पैसा जाता है वो सब हवाला के जरिए पहुंच रहा है, सब टोटल हवाला है, कुछ नहीं है। मेन हवाला ही तो है मैम, जो पैसा जो इतना तो करोड़ रुपए जो जा रहा है सब हवाला के थ्रू पहुंच रहा है।
Is dirty money from Dubai being pumped in election campaign? ED is gathering information to make a watertight case. Special investigative report by Republic TV.
Welcome back, friends. In fact, Nikhil Jain, advocate, political analyst, continues from the earlier debate. We are joined in by Anmol Pawar, advocate and political analyst, live from Delhi. We also have Shyam Prasad Meka, leader of the Congress party, live from Hyderabad. Karan Verma, political analyst, leans towards the right, live from Delhi. Vineet Goenka, also political analyst, leans towards the right, live from Delhi. I would want to begin with Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the party. Sanju, you get your time to speak, and I want to know, the BJP would obviously would see in this an opportunity to really put the Chhattisgarh government led by Bhupesh Baghel on the mat, but all opinion polls suggesting that he continues to have an edge. So if it's not really helping you electorally, what's going to be your position?
Abhishek and Shawan, first and foremost, many congratulations to Republic TV for being at the forefront of this entire Mahadev betting app scam. Even when most other channels were not showcasing this, you guys continued to persist. And I've been following the revelations by your channel very closely. I have this to add. Forget about Shubham Soni. Forget about the sting operations. Because, I've been on a couple of debates in the last 72 hours, and the Congress panelists, which is so typical of them, rona dhona to unki aadat hai, but they keep saying, "Arey, so what? How can you believe Shubham Soni? He's an accused. So what if he's turned approver? How can you verify the veracity of the sting operation?" कोई कुछ भी कह के जा सकता है, इसका मतलब ये थोड़ी कि भूपेश बघेल को आपने चोरी के लिए जवाबदेही करने के लिए बोल दिया है. He's after all the sitting chief minister. How can you have the audacity to raise a finger at him? Is what I have been told by Congress panelists. But so much for that. I believe that in any crime, more so a crime of this gravity, there has to be mala fide intent. The motive has been established. Using public position to profiteer privately for private gains. ये ईडी ने साफ-साफ शब्दों में कहा है. Point number 2, there has to be proceeds of crime. Now the ED says that proceeds of crime in this entire Mahadev betting scam are to the tune of more than 5,000 crore, of which 508 crores plus traces its origin directly to not just the office of the chief minister, but to Bhupesh Baghel, the sitting chief minister himself. Nothing more, nothing less. Point number 3, there has to be a money trail. Proceeds of crime to hai hi, 5,500 crore se zyada. The money trail has been established by human courier aka havala operator Asim Das. The money trail has also been corroborated by Shubham Soni. The money trail has also been corroborated by Vinod Verma, who has been Bhupesh Baghel's advisor for the longest time and has been singing like a canary when interrogated by the ED that yes, he was receiving money from the likes of Shubham Soni, from the likes of Saurabh Chandrakar and Ravi Uppal, the co-founders of Mahadev app, and that money was then being transferred to Bhupesh Baghel. The most important point is this: in any crime, and I will not take too long, there has to be a smoking gun. And I say with a lot of responsibility, Shravan and Abhishek, यहाँ पर smoking gun एक नहीं, दो नहीं, तीन नहीं. Keeping Shubham Soni aside, even without Shubham Soni, there are 6 smoking guns. A. Asim Das, B. Bhim Singh Yadav, who has been a constable in the police department. The third smoking gun is SP Prashant Agarwal, who was liaisoning all throughout the scamming operation for the last 1.5-2 years with Shubham Soni. The fourth smoking gun is SP, ex-SB of Durg, Abhishek Pallav, who has clearly said, Bhupesh Baghel ko to ye sara kissa 1.5-2 saal se pata tha, but he was hell-bent on scuttling the probe. The fifth smoking gun is Vinod Verma himself, the advisor to Bhupesh Baghel, and the sixth smoking gun is Assistant Sub-Inspector of Police, Chandra Bhushan Verma. So Prashant Agarwal, Chandra Bhushan Verma, Bhim Singh Yadav, and Abhishek Pallav. The 4 smoking guns who are most important are actually people who are in uniform, who have been junior or senior police officers, and they're clearly saying Bhupesh Baghel is the one who has been the recipient of the dirty money arising out of the Mahadev betting scam. इसके बाद कोई सवाल पूछने की शंका ही नहीं बच जाती.
Okay. You've made your opening remarks.
And I just want to say one quick thing.
In fact, this is exactly what we have been saying.
10 seconds more. You know, always it is said that ED is being weaponized by the BJP. ED should answer this, ED should answer that, Narendra Modi should answer this, Amit Shah should answer that. Shravan, I have just one simple question. Even as a layman, if I assume that what Bhupesh Baghel is saying is true, कि भाई वो तो राजा हरिश्चंद्र का अवतार हैं. He said, I was the first person who actually brought this entire scam to the notice of the public. I made a complaint and I wanted to stop the scam. Bhai Sahab, Bhupesh Baghel ji, if you really wanted to scuttle the scam in its infancy, please tell me what Rajiv Chandrasekhar has asked. Why did you not use your powers under Section 69A of the IT Act of the year 2000 to ban Mahadev app? Why was it left to the Modi government to do the needful? Mahadev app को बैन किसने किया? मोदी सरकार ने. और सवाल कौन कर रहा है मोदी सरकार के खिलाफ? The accused in this case, that is Bhupesh Baghel. It couldn't have gotten more tragic. Thank you.
Well, in fact, several questions that have been raised over the last few days, particularly about the inaction of the state government. And in fact, Sanju, you've spoken about the fact that while Bhupesh Baghel makes that claim that he's done enough, the fact of the matter, what we have highlighted in our previous debate too, is the very fact that the state government, if at all they were serious about it, they would have done something to basically stop the main accused from leaving the country. Forget about that. They've also allowed the main accused to come back, attend a party and then go back. But let's also focus the other angle, Abhishek, that has emerged. Over the last few days, the Prime Minister, several union ministers, everyone has been speaking about this Dubai link. Now, what exactly has the Dubai link been? Now, this part of our expose tonight that we have brought out, the full details of the Dubai link. And an insider has revealed the gold smuggling angle, and that's the reason why, when we began the debate, Abhishek, we spoke about the national ramifications. Let me also bring in our intrepid reporter, Harsha, who's been getting us more details of this entire case. Before we get into bring in our other panelists, Harsha, with regards to the Dubai link, why exactly is Saurabh Shukla so very important to this entire case? And the revelations that he makes with regards to the havala operation and, of course, the gold smuggling angle, why does it become so very important?
Shawan, it is very important because Saurabh Shukla is one of the very important character. He's a key character because he is close to Saurabh Chandrakar. He knew Saurabh Chandrakar much before 2019 when Saurabh Chandrakar actually fled to Dubai. And Saurabh Chandrakar also called Saurabh Shukla in the year 2021. He was there for almost 6 months and he got to know there what he shared during our conversation in our sting operation. He told me clearly that when he went there, he saw how this entire scam and the nexus was working. There were 100 villas and the panel operators were operating in those 100 villas. There were more than 7,000 people who were working in those 100 villas, and most of the youngsters were taken from Bhilai to Dubai by Saurabh Chandrakar. All the visa, passport, everything was done by close aides of Saurabh Chandrakar. He also told me clearly he met Saurabh Chandrakar there and got to know that there's a huge sum of money here in Dubai which they have earned through illegal betting nexus, and this entire money is now flouted to the is flouted in gold smuggling through havala operators. There is not one, two, but multiple shell companies which are running under the name of panel operators like Deepak Nepali, Raj Gupta, Sagar Satnam, the Chennani brothers, and there are several names which have come to light during our sting operation, and therefore this man becomes very much important. He's a key character. He knows each and everything about Saurabh Chandrakar, how many yachts he owns, how many clubs he has, and now the route is from Dubai, from Sri Lanka to Dubai. So this is the reason why this man becomes very important. Shawan, back to you.
Thank you very much, Harsha. Let's bring in Shyam Prasad Meka of the Congress Party. Shyam Prasad Meka, if I can bring you in. You've heard what Harsha had to say with regards to the revelations that have been made, the Dubai link, etc. It's abundantly clear. For a moment, keep aside Shubham Soni, because that's perhaps the easier way to target and simply duck the questions. But tell me something. You've heard what these key characters in this entire scam had to say about the alleged involvement of a close aide of the Chief Minister. You have a serving police officer making that link. And now, of course, the Dubai link, that too has been exposed. Shyam Prasad Meka, the least that the Chief Minister could have done, is at least put out what has his state government really done about this. Because the fact of the matter is, he certainly did not do anything apart as far as this case is concerned, apart from registering multiple FIRs and then allowing the main accused to leave the country.
See, the simple thing is, a thorough inquiry and investigation should happen. We are clear on that, right? So nobody is shying away from it. And we sitting here conducting the investigation. Yes, your team, you guys did a good job of the sting operation. No problem with that. That should be appreciated. But we are not sitting here to investigate, prosecute, conduct the trial and pass judgments. That is not how it works. And by the way, there is an election tomorrow in Chhattisgarh, no? Are we even aware of that? Or are we trying to divert the attention of the people? What are we trying to do? So this is a pretty old game, and which is too much to be expected, and people are reading through these things. These are familiar old tactics, and this is not going to fly. Now, don't come back and accuse me saying, oh, you are normalizing corruption. No, I'm not. I'm asking for a thorough investigation, fair investigation, and then a trial. See, as far as people leaving the country is concerned, oh yes, this guy shouldn't have been allowed to leave India while he is an accused or suspect. What about Mehul Bhai? What about Lalit Modi? What about Nirav Modi? What about Vijay Mallya? How did all these people leave the country? There is something that is happening. We need to investigate this very, very thoroughly.
Can I
Karan Verma, once again, the timing becomes the issue here. But what many are forgetting, that this is not something, that this investigation was not happening over the last 1 week or just a few days before the elections, with this simple aim that, look here, we are not going to do anything. We're going to wait, let the evidence come very close to the investigation. Shyam Prasad Mehta, investigations don't happen like this. It depends on the tip off. The intelligence has to work, and if at all, they can actually nab the culprit. In this particular case, when Asim Das and Bhim Singh was arrested, this was based on some intelligence input. Yeah. And of course, that cannot be pre-decided if you're really hinting that this is scripted. Now, this may come across to you as some sort of a plot of a movie, but that's not how it happens. Investigations don't happen that way. Karan, everything is out there for people to witness. Yes. Why is it that perhaps, as Shyam Prasad Mehta is saying, what are we doing? Elections are around the corner. Of course, elections are around the corner, and that's the reason why corruption should be one of the major issues.
You know, I have a lot of respect for Shyam Prasad Mehta ji, and he's lived up to that today. Not once did he contest any of the facts put out by you, Shravan, or by Sanju ji. And he almost admitted that, yes, the investigation must happen. All he could do was, what about this, what about that? All he could do was, what about re? And I have great respect for him. At least he didn't contest what is so explicitly visible. Sanju ji just gave some smoking screen evidences. You know, that there's sometimes when it is just a smoke gun. That is what's happened. We have confessions, we have a digital footprint, we have malafide intent, we have everything. They could have banned the app under section 69 of the IT Act. They didn't do that either. This is an investigation which the state took over. They didn't discover any of this. They took over this investigation in September 22. So the fact of the matter is, today you can question the timing. A person who is squeaky clean comes out clean on the facts of the case. They don't question the timing, the weather, what about this. So today, truth, if you ask me, is Bhupesh Baghel should resign on moral grounds. Very serious. This is the most serious case I have ever seen, and they cast aspersions on ED. I tip my hat off today to the ED. It takes arduous efforts to establish this trail, right from the courier boy where cash was discovered, to the ASI, to the entire link of Dubai. They have done a stellar job, just as Republic Network has done a stellar job here. So I think this should dent the Congress's prospects, and rightly so. Why shouldn't they? When a money trail leads all the way to the CM, the voters should know that, and they should know that in the nick of time as well. I want this should dent the electoral prospects, so that a deterrence is set, that if you indulge in corruption, this is the penalty that you get. Yes.
Karan, you see, the BJP could have been a little more shrill in terms of asking for Bhupesh Baghel's resignation, because there is already model code of conduct. It's a lame duck government.
They should have been.
And we are starting the elections in a few hours. So Bhupesh Baghel resigning does not matter. The mandate would be there. I think Vineet Goenka, you see, we have Saurabh Bharadwaj of the Aam Aadmi Party saying that the centre is misusing agencies. We have Arvind Kejriwal, when someone is issued to Arvind Kejriwal, Sanjay Raut saying the BJP wants to jail the entire opposition. We have Kapil Sibal, who has called the ED a political weapon, as late as the Liquorgate arguments that went in the Supreme Court. And then we have had Abhishek Banerjee saying that the legal action against him is born out of a political vendetta. And he has, of course, denied all the charges. You see, these opposition leaders, you think Vineet Goenka, because of the kind of frequency with which Enforcement Directorate is coming in the picture in all these investigations, the opposition gets an easy escape window. Oh, this is politically motivated. Oh, this is being done at the behest of the BJP. Oh, this is being done because the ED is the handmaiden of the ruling party. That's why. So it's an easy escape window. No conviction is happening. Why?
Abhishek ji, Ram Ram to you, Ram Ram to all my co-panelists and all the viewers who are watching me right now. You know, this particular case is not only about PMLA or IT Act or GST violation or income tax violation. It goes beyond that. Mr. Baghel is also blamed, has to be also blamed for his inaction for last 18 months. It's a deliberate corporation. Number two, see this, the impact of this will be on the next generation. just for his own greed, he's going to kill the entire next generation, make them addicted to the games. And if you know and your audience know that 1 crore rupees of 2000 rupees note would have been 23 kgs. That means that much of volume of money cannot be transferred if you multiply it by 500 crore rupees. So the money was translated into gold. And that's why you see the Pakistani angle coming in here. When you have money of say 50 lakhs, 1 crore, probably I may assume that it can be transported, but 500 crore rupees to be transported to, one particular place, then you require the Pakistan angle. So here we have to not only check whether the IT violations were there, GST violations were there, gambling was there, corruption was there. We should also see an angle whether ISI was involved in this particular part or not. And Mr. Baghel should have taken this as to be an onus on him, resign, let the elections be free and fair tomorrow. There is a talk going on in Chhattisgarh. Puri tarah se involved hai. Now this is the common word which has been used by Chhattisgarhia today. Everywhere if you go there, anybody and everybody is talking about his involvement. His son, his PA, the police officers, they all are clear evidences. If there is some morality left, Mr. Baghel should resign even now and let the elections happen tomorrow. And what more do you expect from the printing press of Congress? Congress leadership sees this to be a printing press. There is not a single word from Rahulji, not a single one from Priyankaji. Where is Khargeji? They are all absent right now because probably the spoils have reached them too. And this was, somebody said that what was the trigger point, whether the election was the trigger point. Sir, the trigger point was the lavish wedding, the extravagance expenses been done. Anybody can understand how did the money come from. And my request to you all will be, please do not see this with the angle of election.
May I come in here?
Yeah, I'll come to you. Sanju, quickly, because I have to take a rebuttal from Nikhil. Nikhil, was the is the Congress party not demanding an ED investigation in Adani? Is it not the same Congress party which had demanded investigation against Yediyurappa? Is it not the same Congress party, Nikhil? Is it not the same Congress party, Nikhil, which wanted Basavaraj Bommai to resign just on moral grounds just because some allegations were made? So why is Congress party having double standards when it comes to corruption?
And they have been involved in whether it is Bofors, whether it was anybody else.
When the Congress party asked for
that has been there in their DNA.
Resignation, that was when a contractor had committed suicide, saying that 40% commission was being charged of contractors.
So are you expecting some suicides to happen now?
Not possible for them to perform their
duties. That means you're trying to say that till there are suicides.
This is a bunch of conmen claiming that they have paid off the chief minister. And let me make a point-by-point allegation. Let me give a point-by-point counter instead of repeating the same things that have already been said by a number of panelists.
Those who have been proved.
Viniji, I wasn't interjecting. Viniji, I wasn't interjecting. Can I please extend that courtesy
I asked a question to Nikhil, let him respond.
Please interject. Yeah. So let me first give a point-by-point counter to the things that have been said in the debate. Sanju started the debate by saying that nobody is speaking about it. I have been on 5 debates since morning about the same topic on 3 different channels, 2 on your channel, and in fact this is the second debate I'm having with Sanju on this particular topic, so please don't tell me that the media is not carrying it. The media is going with it full blown. Secondly, she keeps on talking about section 69A of the IT Act and how the state government is empowered to ban acts, and a similar thing was said by Tuhin Sana earlier in your debate during the 9 PM debate. I think the BJP research department has colossally messed up because section 69A gives the power only to the central government. If you allow me, I can read it point blank. I can read the provision where the central government or any of its officers feel they can do so. It is only the central government that can ban apps. The central government that was going around banning PUBG and all sorts of game apps and TikTok and God knows what else, they found themselves unable to ban this illegal betting app. Vinit Ji very pertinently pointed out how this app is a case of the GST violation as well as the income tax violation as well as of the PMLA Act, and the 3 agencies that are responsible for it, the income tax department, the GST department and the ED, are all under the central government, but the ED remains to act on it and send summons and everything and carry out raids on this only right before the elections. The time and again the question has been asked, what has the Chhattisgarh State Police been doing about it? Well, they have made more than 400 arrests in the matter. Now the topic of the 10 PM debate that we have is that there is a Dawood link to it, there is a Pakistan link to it, and now number of people from Chhattisgarh were taken to Dubai and their visas were sponsored by these alleged scamsters. Now what was the Intelligence Bureau doing? What was the Foreign Department of the Indian government doing? These are all things that are within the mandate of the central government. We are talking about cross-border havala, cross-border movement movement of people, cross-border movement of funds, cross-border terrorism. All of that is very squarely
I'll come to Anmol Pawar in a short while from now. Anmol Pawar. Okay, Nikhil, you've made your point. Nikhil, you've made your point.
To the whole of India.
Nikhil, you've made your point.
Not just about illegal betting.
You can constantly refer to this thing.
Why has the central government been sleeping on it? Why has the BJP not acted?
Two things that you point out.
Where has the SFI been? Where has the
you made your point.
Where has everybody been?
May I please
1 minute. Nikhil, please hold on. You've made 2 points. Nikhil, you've made 2 points. One, what was the centre really doing when it comes to banning this very act? Remember, the provision that you're essentially talking about as far as the centre is concerned, they couldn't have done it unless there was a request that was made. Number one, with regards to the fact that this banning has happened, it's also because there was a request that was sent in following the investigation. Let me also bring in Sanju, and then I'll go to Anmol Pawar. Sanju, with regards to this Dubai link that the BJP is talking about, we have put out full details of what this Dubai link is. Dubai link, tonight we are exposing the gold smuggling angle, the havala route which comes all the way from Dubai to Calcutta, where these operations still continue. You've heard Nikhil Jain once again raising this question that why hasn't the government really acted if they were aware of the fact that there is gold smuggling that has been going on? Why does it really require a Republic Media Network to really expose this? But the fact of the matter is, the reality is this, that the Chhattisgarh government, despite filing multiple FIRs, they did not do anything for the scant regard that they had for even protocols like the lookout notice.
Okay. You know, now like Nikhil doesn't like to be heckled, I'm sure he will extend the courtesy to me. I just have this to say. First and foremost, on a lighter note, since Nikhil made light of the BJP's research department, I just have this to say, Nikhil, हमारे research department का तो पता नहीं, but Congress का research department, where Rahul Gandhi says, today morning I woke up at night, यहाँ से आलू डालिए, वहाँ से सोना निकलेगा, और आज प्रियंका वड्रा का एक वीडियो वायरल जा रहा है सोशल मीडिया पर, where she says बीजेपी को देखिए कितना ज्यादा जीएसटी लगाया है पेट्रोल और डीजल पर. अरे मैडम वड्रा, पेट्रोल और डीजल पर एक्साइज ड्यूटी और वैल्यू एडेड टैक्स लगता है, जीएसटी नहीं लगता. थोड़ा बेसिक इकोनॉमिक्स का ज्ञान ले लीजिए, बाद में लोगों को ज्ञान दीजिए. Anyway, now coming to the moot point of the debate. The moot point of the debate is this. First and foremost, Shravan and I will clinically nail the bunch of lies being narrated and the falsehoods peddled by the Congress. They keep saying, "Arey, ED की तो credibility नहीं है. Why should we believe the ED? ED is weaponizing, the law to suit the BJP." Please go back and read the Supreme Court judgment of April 5th, 2023, when Abhishek Manu Singhvi had a nice big fat wobbly omelette on his face and had to withdraw his petition. He was representing 14 opposition parties, and Justice Chandrachud told him, do not come to us with generic petitions saying that the law is being weaponized by the BJP or any political dispensation. If you have a specific case, come to us. You have to fight your political battles within the political space. Do not use the judiciary and the courts to settle your political scores. These are the words of Justice Chandrachud to Abhishek Manu Singhvi, after which Abhishek Manu Singhvi scampered and scurried away. इसलिए यहाँ बैठकर बीजेपी को ईडी पर भाषण मत दो. Secondly, ED's conviction rate in money laundering cases is 96%. That of CBI is 97.3%. तीसरी बात, and the most important thing, Shravan, whenever we look at a crime, we also look at the track record, the antecedents of the concerned person who's at the center of the controversy. Now, suppose somebody tells you Sanju Verma is very docile. वो तो कुछ बोलती नहीं है debate पर. You will laugh because I am aggressive. That is my basic DNA. Similarly, now look at Bhupesh Baghel, 5,000 crore rice scam, 540 crore coal levy scam, where his own confidant Suryakant Tiwari and now suspended IAS officer Soumya Chaurasia have deposed against him. Soumya Chaurasia till a few months back was the deputy secretary in the Baghel government. Then look at the 2,161 crore liquor scam, where the biggest recipient of slush money is Bhupesh Baghel. तो भाई साहब, असीम दास झूठ बोल रहे हैं, शुभम सोनी झूठ बोल रहे हैं, ईडी झूठ बोल रही है, चंद्रभूषण वर्मा झूठ बोल रहे हैं, प्रशांत अग्रवाल झूठ बोल रहे हैं, अभिषेक पल्लव झूठ बोल रहे हैं, भीम सिंह यादव झूठ बोल रहे हैं. राजा हरीशचंद्र का अवतार सिर्फ भूपेश बघेल है। I mean, is this not funny? ये पब्लिक है, ये सब जानती है, they can see through the charade. इसीलिए भूपेश बघेल आप चीख कर बोलते थे मेरे अगेंस्ट एक आरोप भी लगा तो मैं कुर्सी छोड़ दूंगा। आज आरोप ही नहीं लगा है। असीम दास ने कहा है 508 crores have been given to you through your advisor विनोद वर्मा। यदि आप पे थोड़ी भी शर्म बची है मॉरल हाई ग्राउंड लेते हुए रिजाइन करिए, बाद में बीजेपी को भाषण दीजिए।
Abhishek ji.
Okay, Anmol Pawar, if I can bring you in. This is a question that we've been constantly asking, that when you have certain Congress leaders who want to target people within their own state when they are ruling, and then they essentially say that the enforcement directorate is perfectly fine. When Arvind Kejriwal was being summoned by the enforcement directorate, you did not have even a single Congress leader really pointing out to what you're now calling it political vendetta, political witch hunt. So it's okay if it is against your opponent. It's not okay when your own leaders are in the dock.
See, there's no denying the fact that the two formidable allies of BJP presently are ED and CBI. I mean, the primary role of enforcement directorate, or you can say entertainment department of the BJP, is to eliminate and crush the opposition leaders, which they have been doing since last 5 years. More than 125 cases have been registered, out of which 95% are against opposition leaders. And like the panelist of BJP, Sanjuji, said that there's 96% conviction rate, I must put the figures straight here. Out of 5,900 cases since 2005, only 25 have been closed by ED till date. So that is the competence of the so-called enforcement agency of this country.
Ashok,
and
Anmol
if they are so
Pawar,
concerned about corruption,
Anmol Pawar, factually you are incorrect, so I'll have to come in.
Exactly.
So Anmol Pawar, factually, first of all, ED does not. One minute. Anmol Pawar, first of all, get the facts correct. 1 minute, Sanju, please hold on. Get the facts correct here. First of all, ED has no power to close any case. Hold on.
BJP
ED does not. If you actually read the PMLA Act, let me just tell you. If you just take a look at the PMLA Act, number one, the cases cannot be closed by the enforcement directorate. In fact, it is the Congress government. In fact, the Congress government has made those changes. The changes that were brought into the PMLA Act, which basically takes away the power from the enforcement directorate and is given to the designated court. It is given to the designated court. That changes were brought in by none other than the Congress party themselves. So to say that the enforcement directorate is closing the case or they've not been able to close the case, if you have to blame the courts then.
Abhishek ji, this is very bad language. They would call the police thulla. They would call, the chief of army as to be gali ke gunde. Today they will call him entertainment department.
Vinit ji, I'll come back to Vinit ji. Just allow Anmol to respond. The intervention that I made was only because he was factually incorrect. 1 minute, Vinit ji, I'll come to you. I'll allow Anmol to.
They cannot call you the chief of army.
Vinit ji, we'll give you the opportunity to respond, but the intervention was only for Anmol Pawar to make that correction.
Just because you are involved.
Vinit ji, please hold on.
It's very clear. See whether it was Sishod.
Vinit ji, please hold on. I'm going to come to you. Just allow Anmol Pawar to make his point.
No, but Mr. Pawar cannot call, some department, some entertainment department.
Anmol.
Some Dikshit will call, the chief of army has to be.
Now, 1 second. Anmol Pawar, I hope that intervention actually helps you to restructure your entire argument.
They should not do this. Is this the way?
Okay, Mr. Vinit ji, I'll come back to you. Anmol Pawar, make your statement.
About the fact that BJP's four-pronged strategy first is create perception that opposition is corrupt. Then force them to join BJP.
Don't act like Rahul Gandhi, please.
Principle, जो जितना बड़ा भ्रष्टाचारी उतना बड़ा पदाधिकारी. अगर इतने ज्यादा कंसर्न्ड है ये, तो नारायण राणे का स्कैम क्यों नहीं इन्होंने उसकी तहकीकात की? क्यों इन्होंने हिमंता बिश्व शर्मा के स्कैम की तहकीकात की? सुवेंदु अधिकारी, येदुरप्पा, इन सब के भ्रष्टाचार की.
Shyam Prasad Mekhan, Vinit ji. Let's have Shyam Prasad Mekhan, Vinit ji also. Vinit ji, hold on. Vinit ji, you will have to also respond to one aspect of it. While Anmol Pawar may have got his facts wrong, 1 minute. While Anmol Pawar may have got his facts wrong on this entire matter regarding closing of the case, I'll bring back the focus into the investigation per se. The Enforcement Directorate, 1 minute, hold on, Anmol Pawar. Vinitji, the Enforcement Directorate themselves, while we are all jumping around by simply saying 508 crore rupees charge that has been leveled against a man called Shubham Soni. Shubham Soni is the one who's making that allegations against the Chief Minister. What we fail to understand is that the Enforcement Directorate, which has been probing this entire matter and has filed a charge sheet, does not even make one single mention of Shubham Soni in the charge sheet that has been filed, Vinitji. How suddenly is Shubham Soni so very important?
He's very important because he has given a confessional statement. Sir, he has come out in open and said that he has passed on this 500 crore rupees. A statement by him, very simple, sir. Understand? ED would file its charge sheet once the investigations are over. Now it is on Mr. Baghel. He should have resigned, allowed there be a free and fair elections and also free and fair investigation in this particular case. And look at his alibis. They would call EDs by name. They would try to demoralize the investigating officers. They would, come on the national television and say that ED's rate of investigation was wrong. Sir, Mr. Shishodya was denied bail. Lalu was convicted. Satinder Jain is in jail. Tahir Hussain has been denied jail. Nawab Malik. All these people are there because agencies are working rightly. आप चोरी करोगे तो आप ही के पीछे आएंगे ना सर. साउथ के कैसे जाएंगे?
रॉय का बताइए, सुवेंदु अधिकारी का बताइए, येदुरप्पा का
कभी आएंगे समझ अगर गलत होंगे तो. लेकिन ये तो है कि अगस्टा वेस्टलैंड में किसने पैसा लिया तो देखना पड़ेगा. हेराल्ड केस में कौन था जो बेल
बड़ा भ्रष्टाचारी
कांग्रेस पार्टी is either on bail or jail. And they would call names to these people.
I'll just request all of
Opposition leaders के खिलाफ आपको भ्रष्टाचार
Well, I'll just request all our guests to stay on with us. Okay, Anmolji, you'll respond to it. Sanju wants to come in. Sanju, I'll give you the chance to respond to what Anmol is saying. Anmol is saying that look, it's the same old argument that is put forth that first why don't you probe against any of the BJP leaders? Perhaps you can answer that question, but I'll just request all of you to stay on. We'll have to just take a quick 30 seconds security break and then we'll be back. The debate continues, we'll take a 30 seconds break. We'll be back.
Ransomware and other advanced threats are on the rise. Your organization can be the next target. Are you ready? Securite Hawk Hunt XDR with AI-powered enhanced detection and response can help prepare your organization to counter next ransomware attack, data breach and advanced threat. Securite Hawk Hunt XDR.
All right. Sanju, Shravan asked you a question. I'm just adding to it. You can give your perspective and response because it's important. The Congress party, on the day the name of Bhupesh Baghel came after the arrest of Asim Das, Congress party did a press conference in Raipur, the local unit there, and they showed some pictures of the Mahadev app accused Saurabh Chandrakar or Saurabh Shukla with Maharashtra Governor Ramesh Bass, who used to be in Chhattisgarh earlier. Now, the Congress also said that Asim Das is connected with Chhattisgarh BJP leaders Piyush Mishra and Prem Prakash Pandey. I don't know, these must be, state leaders. I don't know at what level, but then this is the charge the Congress party made, Sanju.
Okay, I'm glad you asked me that. On another debate before coming on your show, the mention of Piyush Mishra was made. And I just have this to say, Abhishek and Shravan. There has to be a sense of proportion. What happens often on debates is that the sense of proportion is lost amidst the cacophony. And I say this with no offense to none. कहा एक पीयूष मिश्रा, मैंने तो आज तक पीयूष मिश्रा कौन है उसका नाम तक नहीं सुना. Okay? And कहा, on the other side, you have the sitting Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel, जिनको कटघरे में खड़ा किया गया है जवाबदेही के लिए. So don't compare apples with watermelons. यदि पीयूष मिश्रा is an accused and the charges against him are proved, let him face the law. Why should the BJP endorse him or support him? Point number 2. I just have another very important point to make. The Congress says, look at the timing. बीजेपी चुनाव अभी 2 दिन में है या 1 दिन में है, कुछ घंटों में है, बीजेपी ने ईडी को वेपनाइज करना शुरू किया। तो मैं इनको याद दिला दूं, अगेंस्ट डीके शिव कुमार मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग इन्वेस्टिगेशन इज पेंडिंग सिंस 2016। अगेंस्ट अग्रसेन गहलोत, the brother of Ashok Gehlot, money laundering and FEMA violation related investigation is pending since 2018. Against Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, who are both out on bail in the National Herald scam, investigation is pending since 2014-15. Against P. Chidambaram, out on bail in the I.N.D.I media case, investigation is pending and he's not been given bail. When I say investigation is pending, I mean that these people have not been given bail by the respective courts. तो यहां बैठकर ये कहना that we are suspecting that the timing is very surreptitious, I think that's such a false and a lame argument. But most importantly, I will end by just giving the examples of 2 leaders of BJP. I think without doubt, Narendra Modi is the tallest leader by far. Since 2002, right till June 2022, this man has faced the guillotine for 20 long years. Supreme Court in June 2022 said there was no criminal conspiracy by Narendra Modi in the Gujarat riots, giving him an unconditional clean chit. The words used by Supreme Court were unconditional clean chit. Uske baad kya hua? Jairam Ramesh, Ajay Maken, egged on by Rahul Gandhi, they sat at Jantar Mantar, actually undermining the credibility of the Supreme Court judgment, saying हमें तो Supreme Court की judgment में भरोसा नहीं है। भाई साहब, नरेंद्र मोदी ने 20 सालों तक he was baptized by fire झेला है। आप तो 2 दिन में रोने धोने लगे। Learn to face the law of the land without whining, without sulking, and without having this persecution complex. And my second example is Amit Shah. The Sohrabuddin case dates back to 2005. After 11 years in 2016, the Bombay High Court gave a clean chit to Amit Shah, saying he had nothing to do with the Sohrabuddin case. What happened? Sonia Gandhi and Harsh Mandir went to the Supreme Court in 2018. Supreme Court also gave Amit Shah a clean chit. But आप तो आज भी अमित शाह को कटघरे में खड़ा करते हैं। When Amit Shah can face the law, when Narendra Modi can face the law, who is Bhupesh Baghel? किस खेत की मूली है भाई साहब भूपेश बघेल? आपको न्यायपालिका का पालन करना पड़ेगा। You can cry all you want, but there's no getting away from the law of the land. ये कान खोलकर सुन लो।
Okay. Well, in fact, Shyam Prasad Mika, the question here is that it is yet to be proven. No one is saying that the Chief Minister is guilty, but the fact of the matter is this, Shyam Prasad Mika, if there is absolutely no merit in the allegations that have been leveled against the Chief Minister, what stops the Chief Minister or anyone for that matter who has been linked with this particular case, number one, to challenge the ECIR that has been registered by the Enforcement Directorate? Forget about that. There is little that has been done in order to even put out a defense, a meek defense that has been put out by simply saying that the Enforcement Directorate is acting at the behest of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Shyam Prasad Mika.
The simple thing is, and I'm not saying people should not respond. Bhupesh Baghel will respond at the appropriate time. He might be, he's busy with the elections. He might be checking the facts of the case, facts of the allegations, and that's how it happens. It's not that as if the sky is falling tomorrow. We are going to make this an issue right now. Oh, okay, Bhupesh Baghel is corrupt and all that. No, come on. Take a chill pill. Okay, nothing will happen. Just by the 5 state elections, take a chill pill. Don't get unsettled so much. That's as simple as that. And yeah, I agree with Sanju that it's sometimes difficult to put the point across when the cacophony is unleashed. Most of the times that happens in our debates. Not for any one particular person, but in general. Okay, so this is very clearly seen through by the people of India.
Please tell me, won't you agree that he has to answer a lot?
Okay, Vinit Goenka, before you respond, let me ask a question.
Okay, wait.
Vinit Goenka, before you respond, let me ask a question.
Let me answer it. What is your question, Goenka?
Okay.
Please tell me.
Please tell me what is your question.
Vinit Goenka. Okay, fine. Let Vinit Goenka ask the question.
Ask the question.
Mr. Meka, is Mr. Baghel not involved according to you?
Mr. Baghel is accused by some. Wait. Wait, accused by some Mr. said.
So if it is so, then why didn't he file a defamation? Why didn't he come out and file a counter case? As simple as this.
Wait.
If I do something to you or you do something to me, I would file a case against you, sir, immediately.
No, wait.
It's
you can't distract me, no? You can't distract Bhupesh Baghel from the important things he is doing.
He's
by doing
involved, sir.
such stuff.
Very simple, sir.
Such stuff.
Please.
Now,
I could see
Vinit,
the frustration in your face, and I like that.
Vinitji, let me take a pot shot at you. Don't talk like Modi. Okay?
I hope I could even do 1% of what Mr. Modi does. I hope I can even do 1% of what Mr. Modi does. I am really blessed. I will take 100 interrogations and 100
the Prime Minister of the country.
Please ask this man not to undermine the office of the Prime Minister. अपनी हैसियत और औकात देखो नरेंद्र मोदी के बारे में उलझुल बोलने की हैसियत नहीं है तुम्हारी बेवकूफों की तरह बात मत करो प्रधानमंत्री के बारे में नेशनल चैनल पर
Okay, we are digressing. Okay, we are digressing from it. Okay, the question here, okay, Sanju Verma. Okay, we're just digressing right now. Let's just bring back the debate. Can we Sanju, one minute.
Back to the topic. I have an important question to ask of Vinit Goenka before interrupting. I have a question to ask of
Vinit Goenka. Ask me the question, please.
Come on, the question here is not about the question here. Abhishek was asking a question of Vinitji.
Yes, he has pulled back Sanju Verma.
बता के देगा हैसियत देश बताएगा हैसियत क्या है.
Bring back the phone.
ये बात तो सच है कि बघेल सबने पैसे लिए हैं.
Yes, Vinit Goenka. Now you are checked. Okay, Vinit Goenka. Quick comments. You see, on the ground, the issue is Mahadev app or the issue is Dhahan. Also, the Congress seems to have really kept its focus, and the BJP in its manifesto came with the minimum support price for paddy at about 3,100 rupees, and the Congress 2 days later bettered it with 3,200 rupees. Now, because for longest period of time, your chief minister in Chhattisgarh was known as Chawal Baba, did you sort of, are you making a mistake by not focusing on that and focusing on Mahadev app?
Is the question for me?
Yes.
Yeah, there are two different things. While the welfare of the society has to be done, and the promises in the manifesto will be taken care by the manifesto committee, we also have a duty bond to expose the corrupt chief minister who is involved not only in money laundering but also risking the future of the generations which are there. See, betting does not even impact people who are currently, like you and me at the age, but it also impacts youngsters who are future of this country. So both are very important. While the manifesto, the contents of the manifesto will be communicated by the local teams there, it is our duty, our job to expose Mr. Baghel, who is involved. We should also bring to the light, the figures, the numbers which are been floating around, 500 plus crore rupees, which have been passed through hands. And also, where is Mr. Rahul Gandhi? Where is Mr. Kharge? Why are they not speaking against such a big scam? Are they involved? Do they have blessed? What is the case? Mahadev app is something which will take Mr. Baghel's political future.
That's for the people of Chhattisgarh to essentially decide whether it cuts any ice with the voters, whether corruption remains that biggest poll plank. Remember, it's just the first phase of the polling that's going to take place tomorrow, and then you have the second phase coming up on 17th of November. So, Abhishek, we'll have to perhaps wait and watch whether it finds any resonance on the ground. At the end of the day, it's for the public to decide whether who exactly is correct, while both sides have been training their guns at each other. But that's all that we could pack on the debate tonight. Thank you very much, Sanju Verma, Vinit Goenka, Karan Verma, Shyam Prasad Mekha, Anmol Pawar and Nikhil Jain for joining us on the debate. Arnab Goswami will be back on the debate tomorrow night.
Thanks for watching.
Hello, Moto.
Motorola, India's best 5G smartphone brand.
Presented by Berger Easy Clean.
Powered by Reva University, a social impact multidisciplinary university. SecRite, रखे देश का हर business cyber सुरक्षित. Secure your tomorrow today. Amazing spaces के लिए Green Lamb Laminates. कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा. PolicyBazaar.com. हर family होगी insured. Cucina, the kitchen experts, Cucina. Co-powered by Mankind Pharma, brings premium DMF quality medicine for India. Tata EV.